I'm Brock Walters, not Barack like the president. I've had that mix up ever since like late 2007 when the presidential election started picking up, but there's some differences. Barack is 2 syllables, Brock 1 syllable. He's black, I'm white. He cares a whole lot about healthcare. I clearly don't. Also, I was very excited when he was elected and won. Not so much because I believe in his policies and all that. It was more the fact that I finally voted for a winner. Every time I voted, it seemed like that guy lost, so I was ecstatic to have finally voted for a winner. That same election here in California, we voted to keep gay marriage or not. That one didn't pass, which I find really odd, especially here in LA. That I've been into countless pizza joints where you can get avocados and pine nuts on your pizza, which I find clearly more gay than gay marriage. I grew up in a small rural town in Utah. It's called Tooele. Anyone heard of it? No?
I know Tooele.
You know Tooele? It's great.
Cedar City.
That's like 300 miles away.
Right. Well, you go to one on the way to the other.
Yeah.
That's where you're trying
Yeah,
to
if you're
go.
going, somewhere along
That's
that
where I
lines.
went.
But living out here in LA now for the last 6 years, there's different social norms compared to Tooele. Like in Tooele, it's very common to get married when you're 18, 19, start having kids like most of my friends did. But that's ridiculous out here. No one does that. But when I go home, I'm quite the black sheep because I'm 25, never been married, don't have any kids, haven't been in a serious relationship in some years now, have no prospects, and I live with another man. He's my roommate. I have 2 roommates. It's not a gang bang, no, we have separate rooms. But I kind of think that they think that I lean that way because my best friend got married last weekend, and when he sent me his wedding invitation, it was addressed to me and my roommate, who he'd never met before. So I found that pretty odd. I'm tired. We now live in ever since Obama was elected, it seems like the country is a lot more politically correct, which I'm totally fine with. I don't think you should use ethnic slurs and all that, but I don't think you should, go clear away from not being PC. I mean, I'm totally fine with people seeing me walk down the street and going, "Hey, I bet that guy looks hungry." I've been hungry ever since I turned 18 when I got this body. But there's still like one group of people that it's socially acceptable to say whatever you want about them and look down upon. And no, I'm not talking about midgets. I mean little people. I'm talking about people like me, redheads, or as you bigots call us, gingers or daywalkers. And then you have your little funny remarks like red, you peed the bed. Ruby Puby, be you like a redheaded stepchild, fire crotch, or the one I find the most offensive is, I would rather be dead than red on the head. That one always just depresses me, because people would be up in arms if you said like, I'd rather take a load on my back than be black. which is terrible, and I think they're both equally terribly wrong. But in the eyes of everyone else, one is more offensive than the other. I recently cut my hair to donate to Locks of Love. They didn't accept it. They said that they'd rather have sympathy than being ridiculed for being redheaded. So a few years back, being embarrassed that I was redheaded, because chances of getting laid being redhead, people with scoliosis have a better chance. I decided to bleach my hair to see if my luck would change. And so I bleached my hair and then went out with my buddies a few nights later to see if, my luck had changed. And, all night, a couple girls, talking to them. And then at the end of the night, there was one girl that I was talking to and things were going great. And she invites me back to her place. And we get back there and she's, we're fooling around and stuff. And then she goes, I'm going to give you a striptease, which I said, holy cow, that really happens in real life. Because being redheaded, it's mostly like, let's just get it over with. So she goes on with her striptease. She finishes, and I'm very competitive, and I didn't want her to out-sexy me, so I went into my sexy striptease, and I, took everything off, and then there I was in my underwear and socks, and there's really no sexy way to take your socks off, so I was just like, yeah. And then it was time to unveil the package, and so I started sliding my underwear down, and it all of a sudden hit me like, oh my god, she's gonna know. The jig's up. The carpet's not gonna match the drapes. Maybe she won't notice, maybe she won't notice. So I just went for it, and there it was, beaming like a neon motel sign. Bzz, bzz, vacancy. Bzz, bzz, colored TV. Bzz, bzz, continental breakfast. And the trooper that she was, like most people showing up at a motel that late, she was tired and just ended up settling for the night. Hopefully you guys really like them or you're delusional. It's almost 2:30. So I've been donating a lot to charity lately. I know, what a good guy I am. Not so much out of the kindness of my heart as it is I have a touchscreen phone now, and change just scratches the shit out of it. And so I just give my change to whatever the cancer of the week is at 7-Eleven usually. I mean, if it was like nickels and pennies with the smooth edges, that would be one thing, but it's worth nothing. But the dimes and quarters, they just scratch the shit out of it. And plus I don't have any room in my pockets for it, because like the men's pockets are like women's purses. I mean, it's a science. Like in my left pocket I have my pen, my chapstick, and my keys, and then in my right pocket I have my phone, my dollar bills, and occasionally my wallet. And the reason I keep my wallet in my front pocket is because I'm fearful of pickpocketers, and when I sit down on chairs it just hurts my back because it's so bulgy because I'm a baller. No, not really. It's mostly filled with used gift certificates for Christmas. You get like a $30 gift certificate, and whatever you redeem it for ends up always being like $27.98. And last time I checked, you couldn't throw away currency or you'll go to jail. And so I just hang on to them. Sometimes when I'm in a pinch for a friend's birthday, I think about like rubber banding like 8 of them together. Just being like, happy birthday! It's a good $8 to $20 spread out across these. Consider my gift to you, me picking up the tax of anything under $20 at any of these 8 locations.